Oh my gosh, you're so brave. You're already on it? Good girl. All right, so a quick little video for Miss Cricket. Our first couple of days were really just helping her get to know me. She was friendly and social, but a little like kind of skeptical and standoffish. So I've really just been doing a lot of confidence building, like letting her accomplish small feats and feeling good about it. So I've been going back and forth between like, here's a little bit of the harder thing, something super easy, a little bit harder, something super easy, just so she doesn't feel like I'm constantly pressuring her to do something more and more stressful. I don't want to flood her with any of that. I definitely want to make sure she trusts me. So like the first day was really just me running around playing with her, letting her chase after me and take food from me and things like that. Then we jumped into marker acquisition, which is helping her understand reward events and what my reward events are asking for. So I guess like what I'm looking for within each behavior. So we have yes, good, and okay. Those are going to be the three reward markers that I'm using right now. Yes means I like what you did. Here's a payment. And typically when I do that yes marker, I'm kind of running backwards to let her chase after my hand to up its value by adding in a little bit of playfulness and prey drive. Good is going to be much more on a duration marker. So if I put her into a behavior, I'm going to use the word good to imply that I want her to keep doing that. And I'm going to pay her in behavior at a frequency that she's willing to kind of stay in behavior. We'll start stretching that out as she grows more and more confident in what I'm asking for, and which is clear on the picture that I'm looking for. And then of course, in order for her to understand that she has to hold a behavior, we have to then release her out of behavior. That's where that okay comes in. So one of the really big things that we were working on was this place right here. She would not touch it until yesterday, today's Thursday, depending on when I send this out. She would not touch it, she wouldn't come anywhere near it. So I've just been kind of luring her up to it, letting her run away from it. Like we've really been building up on this. Cricket, face. Good, so we finally have it where she'll just walk up on it. She doesn't need that much luring. Good. She's happy to stay on it. She's not stressed out about it. Okay. So that was one of the things where like we play around with kind of getting her used to this thing, and then we go and do sit, down, yes, something really easy like that. So we're kind of taking her in and out of a little bit of higher stress, no stress at all. A little bit of higher stress, no stress at all. So she feels good about herself and she feels like she can accomplish things. The next big thing that I'm working on her right now is luring, more specifically like following my hand around like vulnerable spots. So she really doesn't like me leaning over her and things like that, which is fine. A lot of dogs are like that. She's still kind of learning how to trust that I'm not gonna be too crazy with her. I don't know. So I'm just getting her used to yes, moving around and following my hand. I think that's probably the one thing that I'm gonna pick at right now, is just because that's what I use to shape my behaviors. So we're working on her heel commands. I'm trying to get her comfortable with going behind me and flipping into that heel, and then following my hand as we walk around. So a lot of times, I have chairs here now accidentally, but a lot of times I'll use this wall. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I had a lesson. It took me the spots. Sorry, baby. I'll use the wall so that I have something where she can't really move away from me. And because she's not super comfortable in being in enclosed spaces, I'm going to give her, it's probably hard to tell from that angle, but I'm going to give her about 2 feet, whereas some dogs will really have them squished into that wall. So I'm just kind of lure her, yes. And for her, I'm going to reward her for going behind me. Yes, very good. Because that's a big thing for her to walk through that little tight space. So I want to move at her pace and help her feel comfortable, and not like I'm flooding her or like forcing her into situations. She's really a kind of dog that she wants it to be her idea. If we try to force her, she gets very protesty and kind of shuts down a little bit, which I don't like. Are you already there? Well, yes. Nice. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Yes. Woo! Get it. Cricket. Let's go. There you go. Oh, that wasn't as pretty, but get it. I'm running out of your treats. Your special treats. Cricket. Let's go. Yes. Good. Let's go. Yes. Very nice. So when she's more confident, I hope you can tell from that angle, when she's more confident with kind of like going into that like weird area with me, it'll look prettier, more flowy. Normally at this point we're kind of starting to do stuff outside. I don't think she's quite ready for that, so we're gonna stick inside for just a little bit longer. Right, girl? She's doing really well. She's having a lot of fun with friends. She really likes a little mini Aussie named Marley. She's really, really close friends with her.